A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant decision, California voters have turned down a proposed ballot measure that aimed to elevate the state's minimum wage to $18 per hour by the year 2026, which would have marked the highest minimum wage in the nation. The rejection of Proposition 32 has sparked discussions across the state regarding the implications for workers, businesses, and the economy at large. The California Chamber of Commerce was one of the prominent opponents of the measure, arguing that such an increase would lead to higher operational costs for businesses, potentially resulting in job cuts and increased taxes. Jennifer Barrera, the Chamber's president and CEO, stated, "With the economy and costs top of mind for many voters this election, that message appears to have resonated." On the other hand, supporters of the measure estimated that it would have positively impacted around 2 million workers, particularly benefiting those in the hotel and grocery sectors. Kathy Finn, president of UFCW 770, a union representing nearly 30,000 workers, expressed disappointment, saying, "Proposition 32's failure to pass is disappointing for all Californians who believe that everyone who works should earn enough to support their families." Currently, California's minimum wage stands at $16 per hour for most workers, while fast food workers earn $20 per hour. A law signed by Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom last year will eventually raise the minimum wage in the healthcare sector to $25 per hour. Comparatively, Hawaii has enacted a law to gradually increase its minimum wage to $18 per hour by 2028. California's history with minimum wage legislation is notable. In 2016, it became the first state to implement a $15 hourly minimum wage under a law signed by then-Governor Jerry Brown. Additionally, approximately 40 cities and counties within California already have minimum wages exceeding the statewide rate, with 6 jurisdictions setting minimums above $18 per hour as of this year. The recent ballot initiative was part of a broader trend, as Californians have previously voted on 31 minimum wage initiatives since 1996, with Proposition 32 being only the third to fail. The proposed measure would have phased in the wage increase, applying to businesses with more than 25 employees by 2025 and to those with 25 or fewer by 2026. However, this staggered approach raised concerns about potential job openings, as companies might hesitate to hire their 26th employee. The marginal cost associated with hiring an additional worker under the proposed wage structure could deter businesses from expanding, ultimately affecting economic growth in the state. In contrast, other states have been moving forward with their minimum wage increases. Alaska recently passed Measure 1, which will incrementally raise its minimum wage from $11.73 to $15 per hour by 2027, alongside mandates for paid sick leave. Missouri is also set to increase its minimum wage from $12.30 to $15 per hour by 2026, with similar sick leave requirements for businesses based on employee count. The effectiveness of a minimum wage increase largely depends on whether it surpasses the average wages paid to employees. In Alaska, for instance, the average hourly wages for food preparation and retail workers were already above the proposed minimum wage. Similarly, in Missouri, many food preparation and retail workers earn more than the future minimum wage. The impact of minimum wage increases is often felt most acutely by entry-level workers, particularly teenagers, who represent a small percentage of the workforce but can face reduced hours or job loss in the wake of wage hikes. The rejection of Proposition 32, along with the failure of Proposition 33, which sought to repeal local rent control bans, has been interpreted by some as a victory for sound economic policy in California. The decision underscores the complexities surrounding minimum wage legislation and its implications for employment, business viability, and the broader economy. As California navigates these challenges, the conversation surrounding minimum wage will likely continue, shaping the future of labor policy in the state. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.